Hey everybody, welcome to Southern Renaissance. I am proud here to be at WLRH radio station with one of my pals here, Katy Ganaway.
Ganaway. It's like every Christmas song where it says "Gone Away." I'm like, no, it's Ganaway.
Ganaway, yeah. And I knew that. I correct
them silently.
No, do it.
Yeah.
And I knew that, but I think I was wanting to put more emphasis on it, so I actually mispronounced the word.
Right.
You ever do that?
Sometimes for fun. Sure.
Yeah. Well, Katy Ganaway. I'm here with Katy Ganaway.
Yep, got it.
And, we're here in the WLRH studio, and it's really cool to be here. And
the dojo.
Yeah, the dojo.
Yeah.
You do a whole lot here. You have a lot of cool things going on, and I really appreciate you doing the show.
Thanks.
We're friends, so it's hard for me to be serious. This is another one of those where it's like,
it's just going to be stupid.
Yeah.
But fun.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's so cool to have you doing it. And we're like, I think I kind of set up differently because we're in this studio here. So it's like we're more face to face. So it feels more intense. This is the
closest I've been to you.
Yeah, you're scared.
In proximity. Yeah. I'm a little scared,
Yeah, you should
be. I'm intimidated by the beard and the jacket and the whole
you should
getup.
be. Well, you were saying before, you should
don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, you don't know what to do with your hands.
Right.
And, because you do a lot of interviews. You interview other people.
I'm on the other side of it all the time.
This is you're in the spotlight.
I'm the interviewee.
That's right.
The Ganaway interviewee.
Well, my first question is just who do you think you are?
Well, I've thought about this a lot.
Okay.
No, I haven't. Who do I think I am? Give me more specifics.
That's it. That's all. I've been waiting to say that and you just happen to be the one that I remembered to say that to.
Well, my real name's Catherine. I don't know.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's spelled like an old lady. Kathryn, but it works.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I like this.
Age 31 from Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah.
ASL, please.
All right, now turn and let's take this picture, and it's like the mug shot. Cool.
Wait, is that what that is? I'm gonna hold it up.
Yeah. That's why I brought this right here. It actually has the thing on it.
Right. It's invisible to you, but.
Yep. But well, where do you hail from?
Here, Huntsville.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I never know. I'll think I know someone, and I do these interviews.
You think you know someone?
I'm actually from Zimbabwe. What are you talking? And
I am not from Zimbabwe. I can tell you that.
Well, I'm glad I asked then, because I assumed that you were.
You know what happens when you assume, Tony? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't do that.
I'd say the wrong thing when I assume. But,
I'm from Huntsville,
okay,
but I moved around a little bit.
Cool. And you went to Bob Jones High School?
Bob Jones? Yeah, I did. Go Patriots.
Go Patriot. You're like, go Patriot? Like with a question mark?
Yeah. The pep rallies were interesting.
Okay.
Let's go beach. I'm not going to finish that.
Oh, come on, man. It was...
We're not going to do that.
Oh, was it bad?
No. I'm just saying I don't want to go.
You don't want to encourage them.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was also 2000, 8 or 9. No, 2007 until 2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I'm being awkward now, so let's make it not awkward.
Well, we wanted to...
let's barrel right into it.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to set up situations where you can be awkward.
Cool.
And then we can just
This is a trap. This is all a trap.
It is. That's what I told you earlier. I was like, trusting
you
me
let
was
me
your
know.
first mistake. This is going to end badly. It's a dumpster
I'm going to lose my job.
Yeah,
we're going to do it at my job.
Going to sabatage.
Live on the air.
We're actually live on the air right now.
Yeah.
We commandeered.
We're talking over the Dolly Parton story. Yeah.
I'm actually rapping over the Dolly Parton story. Badly, as I would.
But yeah, Bob Jones. Yeah, 2010. Go
cool.
Patriots.
That's like me from Holly Pond. It's like, go Broncos.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
It feels weird to even say that, but you know.
No, I went to like 9 schools, so that was fun.
Well, that's not many.
It's a lot.
I mean, most people go to like 20 schools. So
Well, if we're comparing, okay. Like,
well, sir. Well, so you went to like
Yeah.
9 different schools, like when you were younger?
oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, my dad worked.
That is interesting, actually.
Works for Lockheed Martin.
Okay.
I don't know what he did. Lab manager is the last thing I knew.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we went to what was the first place? Colorado Springs.
Oh,
Went there for about 3 years. Went down to Georgia, Woodstock, Georgia, which no one's ever heard of. It's right outside Atlanta, Cobb County, I think. And that was about 4 years or so.
okay.
Madison for like, I don't know, until I went to Troy. And came back to Madison because I needed to live with my parents to make some money.
Yeah.
And then I was able to be out on my own in like 2018, and now I'm back in Huntsville. So
Cool.
it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here, and it's been
I
great
am
to
too.
meet you. And,
Yeah.
you know, in
You're
this-
a treasure. Okay.
A treasure.
I'm so happy to
See,
be on
you're-
your program.
You're starting to do like weird inflections now.
It's infectious.
Okay. Yeah, I try not to be, but I got a vaccine. They're waiting to put out a
You
vaccine.
were like
for that.
violently sneezing in my face earlier.
Yeah.
You had a plan.
Yep, absolutely. And anyway, but you know,
Sorry.
seriously, that is interesting that you'd moved so much.
Yeah.
You're very worldly as a child.
Worldly.
I'm trying to use
Domestically.
I'm trying to use these very big
NPR
words.
terms.
Well, yeah, NPR.
What would be an NPR term? I should know, but I
I
don't
don't know, but like I just really think of when I think of NPR, I think of someone very thoughtfully speaking, but very like at an even keel like this.
You chose me.
So I chose you to
Yep.
be on the Southern Renaissance podcast.
Southern
Just
Renaissance podcast.
It's very calming. Usually, like the person on NPR is very calming.
I've been told my voice is calming by some people.
It is. You got a great voice. You really
Thank
do.
you.
No,
Thank you.
no, yeah.
No criticism.
No credit.
You actually talk like 2 notches louder for me. Like,
Yeah, you're actually just completely insult someone just for. I know you I came here to insult you at your workplace
It's okay.
But,
It happens on a daily.
on a daily basis. Well, no, you really do have a great voice, and it's
Thanks.
definitely a good fit for you. And I know you're a great
Yeah.
storyteller too.
Thanks.
Yeah, so this is I know this job is a perfect fit for you. I mean, what were you? I know you moved around a lot. Yeah, your dad was Lockheed Martin. What were you passionate about as a teenager? Like, what kind of stuff did you like?
Music.
Music.
Yeah. I remember going to the library and just sort of getting weird CDs with weird album covers and
Oh,
just
yeah.
loading them up on my iTunes and
Yeah.
listening on my iPod on the ride to school or whatever. And
Heck yeah.
yeah, that's how I found out about like Meat Puppets and Modern Lovers and stuff like that. So,
Yeah. Jonathan
Start 'em
Richman.
young. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah,
That's-
music is the biggest thing.
It's so.
But I wasn't in band or anything.
Oh,
I am
okay.
interrupting you. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
interrupting you, my guest, and I'm like, well, listen to me. I've got something important.
I'm the man.
Just-
No,
I am. I am.
I'm the man.
Oh, I forgot what my point was.
Jonathan Richman. Somehow we were talking about Meat Puppets, then Modern Lovers, and yeah.
I was just saying, like, I love
Passions.
I love the feeling of like discovering new music.
Yeah.
and especially when you're younger, it's like a magical thing. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's a cool
Yeah.
thing, and I don't
it's something
always
that's all
get
your
that.
own. Yeah, when you're a teenager, you really want something for your own. That
Exactly.
if you're like a hipster like me, and you just don't want to be like the cheerleader, it's like
All right.
you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit awkward. I still feel awkward as an adult, but
I
yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of have to find your lane and sort of your own.
I didn't have a
identity.
lane though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with that age, it's just, you're trying to figure out what is my identity and what am I all about. So I know what
you have to figure it out by age 18.
Yeah, you have to, or you're executed immediately. That's the way it works in America.
Yeah. It's like Frosty the Snowman, but not as cute.
Not as cute. Yeah, I mean, that frontal lobe is still being built up.
Like, that reminds me of Ramon's lobotomy, teenage lobotomy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Is that right? Teenage lobotomy?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one, as you can tell by my...
Yeah.
Oh, the
by your
Ramones
candor.
song is what you're talking about. I was thinking you were talking about like a movie or something.
No.
I'm a big fan of cult movies.
I like that Ramones movie, though. High school.
Rock and Roll High School.
Yeah, rock and roll. Rock and roll high school. Yeah. I like that one.
Anything Ramones.
Yeah.
They're wicked awesome.
The Gobble Gobble Hay Fest is tomorrow at Low Mill.
That's right. And by tomorrow,
Pinhead.
This is, what is today?
17th, I think? No, today's the 16th because tomorrow's the 17th.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make that clear because this will be on tonight. The tonight as we're...
The tonight.
The tonight, but like, so that way people have a context and reference.
They can still go.
Yeah.
If they
can
want.
still go.
Yeah. I'm here to promote Low Mill. That's what I'm doing.
Totally. No,
I mean, I really am, actually. I really like Low Mill.
I actually do. And I really appreciate what you do. And that's one of the things of your show that you that you actually,
here we go.
that you actually do is you promote local arts and comedy and stuff like that.
That's my thing.
Which is kind of like what I'm doing, which is cool. So, I'm trying to take that over, that whole space, and that's why I'm here. So I can just no, I'm just saying that I think it's awesome because you appreciate the value of all that, and I do too. And I think that's
giving a voice to the unheard and such.
Exactly.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think that's exactly what I had written down.
Did I help you get to your next point?
I think you did.
Okay,
you're
go
like
ahead. Go ahead.
You're a witch, aren't you? You read this.
That's what they call me on the streets.
I try to put this through
Katy the witch.
X-ray thing.
There better not be any X-ray things here.
No X-ray.
Cut that out.
Oh my.
That's such a trope, isn't it? In podcasts. Hey, can you cut that out?
Oh,
can we edit that out?
Cut that out.
No.
Yeah.
You agree.
That's kind of, I'm thinking about starting to do this like as a live stream where like it's not even where it's
It'd
not
be
even
easier to
possible to do it. Just do it like I love the feel of just it's like a
do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live. I'll ride it myself and we'll do it live.
On my chariot.
Yeah.
I have my ear digging in the back of my neck. That's why I'm fidgeting.
Okay.
I felt the need to explain that.
You've got ear mites.
Shut up, Tony Purdue. I'm just going to take it out live on the air.
All right, cool.
Because it's
I will.
hurting.
So I know that you went to Troy, and I guess that's where you got your start in public radio. Is that right?
In public radio, yeah.
Okay.
In commercial radio, I started over at Cumulus here in in Athens.
Okay,
so.
cool. And like when you first started, was there any kind of just
was commercial or public?
I mean, just
either or,
just commercial.
Okay.
Or just when you first got started. I know when I got started in production stuff, there was some wacky mix-ups, like. And
I messed up one time at Cumulus and I wasn't allowed to be back on the air after that. That was weird. I was allowed to board op, but
did you
it was strange.
Beatbox live on the air or something?
No, I sounded like Porky Pig. I didn't know what I was saying.
Were you like...
Blee, blee, blee.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, I didn't actually talk like Porky Pig, but...
It's one of those things I think people do not think about for broadcasters. Like they just assume that they started out like, oh, hey, I sound like this, but it takes a lot of practice and like you just.
And then you go to parties and people ask you to do your radio voice, and then you're like, maybe next time. There's no next time.
Yeah,
it's not exhausting. It's just like I'm not a monkey, man. You know?
I understand.
Yeah.
My dad. he was the Alabama Wild Man on United Forces Radio.
Yeah.
And he loves it. Like anytime he's like, yeah. This is Alabama Wild Man. I'll be around playing the sounds of country. But,
and that's totally cool. It's
like,
just not my personality.
It reminisces. I think it's reminiscing for him.
Yeah. I think, it just is based on your personality. Like some people love it. And me personally, I don't.
I understand.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, TMFP on stage, but then like.
And you're Tony Purdue
on
the Southern Renaissance podcast.
And then if I get really sophisticated, I'm Thomas Anthony Purdue.
And
that's
then
when I'm like.
If you go too long, you turn into Harry Carey.
Yeah, that too.
Will Ferrell's version of Harry Carey. We've talked about Will Ferrell so much today.
Yeah, he's funny.
That's weird.
He's a good one.
Sorry. Go on, Tony.
Yeah. So, what inspired you to get into broadcasting? Was that something you were just attracted to as far as?
In general, it's not that cool. Out of high school, really like toward the end of my senior year, my mom went on WZYP's website and they were looking for interns.
Yeah.
And she's like, go do this. And I said, okay. So I met with Steve Smith, who's actually still the afternoon host there.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds
He's so
familiar.
Cool. I had him say hippopotamus on the air just for my own amusement. It was great. Anyway, I went and talked with him and got on board pretty quick. And after a few months, part-time, and then I had to go to Troy. So, yeah. Okay. What was your question? ADHD is happening right now.
I understand.
Literally.
Just... your...
what inspired me?
Yeah, what kind of inspired you to go down that road? And I'm expecting a great origin story where you're bitten by a radioactive spider or like toxic waste or something.
That happened too late. It happened yesterday.
Okay.
So with public radio, I don't know, like I was looking for that was gross. I dried up crusties on my lip. Anyway, This is the real thing you're getting here.
Unfiltered.
Yeah, just raw. Tangent.
Rip the knob off.
Yeah. No, I was looking for an extracurricular thing, and I wasn't really sure where in multimedia journalism I wanted to go because I tried out TV at Troy, I tried out the newspaper and all that kind of stuff, and it just nothing was sticking. So I went to talk to my counselor, and she recommended that I go down the hall to the public radio station there, and I met Kyle Gassett there, and he's always on NPR for stuff with Montgomery, Selma, the Southern Alabama area, if it's not WLRH. But yeah, I went and talked with him and got an internship there, and I got to do a lot of really cool stuff. And yeah, I tried to get a workship there, but I graduated too soon.
Oh,
so, yeah.
See, that teaches you to learn. That's the story for you
I'm
kids.
Too smart, damn it. Yeah.
No intelligence allowed in here. But,
especially at Troy. She got him. No, that was bad. Let me get the other side of crusties from my lip. Oh, gross.
Well,
am I the grossest guest you've had?
Yeah, I think next time I'm going to install like a salad bar type spit guard thing. I'm going to have like a little cage around.
Hey!
But,
you can't get past the cage.
Yeah. Like the, what do they call those weird masks they wore? Okay, I'm getting off subject.
I'm so good at that. I'm sorry.
Well, I know you on your show. Tell me about Arts Underground, because that's your show. Mm-hmm. You do here on WLRH.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you do on there? I know, but
whatever
I want everyone else to know.
No,
live executions, right?
You and executions today, man. He's never killed anybody. I don't think.
No,
no, that we know of.
Can't prove anything.
What about that drifter, though?
We said we were going to talk about that.
What was your question again?
So
Arts Underground. Duh. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Arts Underground. I have a few different series. I have Funny You Should Ask, which is sort of just sitting down with local comedians and getting to know them and how they came into their comedy style and everything. And I have another one that's behind our local music scene. So anywhere from videographers to people who book shows, like the people you don't hear about in the music scene. Like it's
I love that.
Lots of coverage on the bands, and that makes sense, of course. We're becoming, are a music city. But yeah, I wanted to sort of get, there's some perspective that you don't really hear about a lot.
Yeah.
I had a series, Independent Grooves, and that's going to local record stores in the Tennessee Valley, getting to know the owners and the origins of the shop and what they're into. And in all these series, I do get people to give me like 4 to 6 songs of, that they just love or that they're listening to at the moment. And I think it sort of supplements the interview with, showing people their musical personality as well.
Oh,
because
definitely. Yeah, that's
fits into the arts and culture thing.
That's right.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then there's some one-offs of just like fun things every now and again too. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. It's a great show. And like I say, that's so cool to highlight people like that. I mean, we and the cool people know what's going down.
Yeah.
But everybody needs to know about all the cool stuff.
We need to get the weirdos out there. That's my goal.
Well, there's just so many talented people in this world, and there's really in a lot of ways there's especially a handful of really talented people that will be on a local scene, and the only difference between them and a bigger act is just not as many people know about them, because we hear them and we're like, oh wow, that's really good.
Like Camacho. I mean, why aren't they on NPR?
Yeah.
Being interviewed or having a tiny desk.
Right.
I don't know.
Exactly.
But I'm biased.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, that's a good example right there. And that's why it's important, I think, to put a spotlight on that. Very cool.
Very cool.
And I've noticed, and that's kind of a lot of the things that I'm attracted to in music history, is it's sort of like a lot of artists, they don't really get the benefit of when a sort of a movement happens, because they're sort of groundbreaking. And then right after that, the other people, oh, this is cool. Let me do that. Oh, what is this new stuff? It's like.
What's your favorite music doc?
My favorite music
If you have one, I don't know.
Oh, man.
I can't think of one for myself, but
there's
I want to hear yours.
so many of them.
There are.
I don't know. I really can't think of one specific one, because there's so many.
What's the last one that you saw?
The last one I saw.
Or like a biopic or something.
Last night I was actually, and this is sort of bio thing, but it's also like silly. But have you ever watched? It's on Cinemax, Behind the Tour Bus. It's the guy from King of the Hill.
Okay.
Mike Judge does it. If you've never seen it, it's
I love
amazing.
Mike Judge.
So what he does, it's like animated, but he's talking about like artists. Like the first season is all like outlaw country and just the crazy stuff they did, and it's just all
like
animated.
Link Ray and all them.
Well,
or is he outlaw? What would you?
There's no Link Ray is more trashy, like garage.
Okay.
Like I would say Link Ray is like the originator of heavy metal, because he was like, the first
literally
time.
heavy, yeah.
And he was like cutting his guitar amp speaker cone with a razor blade.
Oh my
to
God!
Get some of that like crazy sound, that trashy sound. But anyway,
we love a trashy sound here on the Southern Renaissance podcast.
Absolutely, we're nothing but trash.
That's the tagline now.
Well, we're the trashy show.
We
with the fancy
ain't
name.
nothing but trash. You have to say the ain't.
Oh, but anyway, Tales Behind the Tour Bus. The first season, it's on Cinemax, and it's Mike Judge does it animated. And the first season is outlaw country, and it just like George Jones, Jerry Lee Lewis. Let's see, I can't
Linda
remember.
Gale Lewis.
No, she's not on there, but
I wish she was.
Yeah, and Johnny Paycheck, but they were crazy. I mean, they were, and even
Hassel Atkins.
No, but I love Hassel Atkins.
Okay.
He's amazing. But
Let's
yeah,
just throw out some more obscure blues and rockabilly sort of
I
people.
love that stuff, though.
Me
It's
too.
Great. There's so many of them out there. But in the second season is like all funk.
Oh, really?
So
That's cool.
To answer your
Slide
question,
the Family Stone sort of stuff.
well, it's mostly the crazy part of
Parliament.
funk. Like it had the James Brown episode.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Parliament, obviously.
Parliament Funkadelic.
And I was watching the James Brown episode last
That's
night.
cool.
So that is a really long answer to your question of what my last... Because I love James Brown. I've listened to James Brown a long time.
The question was, when was your last colonoscopy?
Actually, it was very recent.
Really?
It was about 4 months ago because I was leaving a job that I had health insurance at.
Yep.
So
you're like, I'm going to get this, and that.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's America. So I was like, let me go ahead and get an express oil change lube thing on this colonoscopy. Can I get in and out in like 10 minutes?
Or your money back.
or your money back. And so
that's awesome.
It was cool because they were able to get me in right before my health insurance ended. So that was the plan. I was like, I need all medical procedures done right now. So they were giving me a colonoscopy and the MRI machine, and I was no, I didn't do that, but I did get a colonoscopy, and it's no fun. But I will say, like in all seriousness,
I've never gotten one, so thank you.
Well, it's a good time, let me tell you. No, it's not at all.
2023.
It's not at all.
It's the year of the colonoscopy.
But it's so important, like especially if you're over a certain age. I'm 47. And I know...
I'm 31.
Yeah, so...
I'm not there yet.
So...
Not quite the colonoscopy age.
Yeah, but it is good to just get that checked out. They do put you under. I asked them not to, if it would save me a couple of bucks.
Because you're badass.
Yeah, because, I mean, what's...
What's a little pain to the Purdue? Yeah.
But, but yeah, it's really good to get checked out, but... I don't know where we went. Oh,
Pap smears are important too.
That's Thank you.
Cervical
I get those
cancer is
every
real.
Month. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you could try.
You could try.
They could try.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. I agree.
Moving on. Sorry.
Any more medical procedures you want to talk about?
Let's move light along. Let's move right along, Tony Purdue. What are we going to talk about next?
Well, Katy Ganaway, welcome to NPR.
Welcome to, this is All Things Considered. I'm Katy Ganaway, and we just talked about a colonoscopy that you just had.
Yes, we did. And I'd like to say, what brought you to WLRH, Katy Ganaway?
I knocked the door down.
You knocked it down?
I really did. So I graduated from Troy, came back up here to rack up some money and live with my parents. I did chores around the house. I paid for car services. I did my part. So racked up some money with some retail jobs and, called incessantly, sent emails. And eventually Brett gave me a chance and sat with him and talked with him about my experience at Troy and Cumulus. And he's like, okay, we'll give you a shot. We don't do this, but okay. And, sat in that production studio right there. I don't know if they can see that, but there's a production studio right there. And
use your theater of the mind.
Use your mind. Mind control. No, learned the ropes about 2007 Adobe Audition in 2015 in there. And he was, I guess, satisfied enough to sort of let me be a volunteer producer. And I was happy, to be part of the family. Mm-hmm. And that turned into a part-time job whenever, I don't know. I think that happened in a couple of months. I got brought on part-time somehow. And I don't know how long after it was, maybe a couple years or so, that turned into full-time because Shane Scott left.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
That's how I got here.
All right. Well, I know they're glad to have you, and I hear nothing.
I hope so.
I hope so. Well, I mean, I hear nothing.
They have no choice.
Good things about you. I know you won a award for one of your programs.
That was this year, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've won a couple more.
More. Racking them up.
I don't mean to brag, but
No, that's great. No, that's really not easy to do. Seriously.
Thanks. Yeah. Alabama Broadcasters Association. They were kind enough when I was in Troy to give me a scholarship in my last semester. Awesome. I've also gotten a grant from them working here, which helped me greatly with those student loans.
Excellent.
But yeah, the award. Oh, what was it for? My brain is not working today.
I think it was for, doggone it.
It was for Arts Underground. That's what it was for.
Yeah, it was for Arts
Public Affairs Programming.
That's it.
Yeah, and I gave a speech that was a little weird, I guess. I don't give speeches, so.
From what I understand, you just got up there and beatboxed, right? Is that what you did?
I mean, I tried.
Yeah.
It worked for like 4 people.
Okay.
Standing ovation. Yeah. A couple of them asked me out to the outside area where the fire pit was to discuss life.
Okay.
This is not true.
Cool.
I'm telling you lies.
Making stuff up. Okay.
No, yeah. It was cool though. There were a lot of people who were like politely clapping.
Yeah.
And a couple of people who did stop me after and they're like, weirdos do rule, yeah. Like,
oh, cool.
I don't know. I didn't know what to say and I kind of, you know.
Okay. Hey, yeah.
There's a video somewhere. I don't know.
That's the beautiful thing about it. When you're unapologetically yourself.
Yeah.
It's like people are either going to like you or they're not or whatever.
That's
it doesn't
my approach
matter.
to life.
But you know that people are going to like you for you and not like your facade you're putting on. So
I don't really put on a facade.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean that in general. Like I know you don't, but I just mean people that do.
Yeah.
Because you're very genuine. And I'm saying, like, people
I just think, what have I got to lose?
Yeah, what have I got to lose?
I've made it this far.
Yeah.
It's a miracle, really.
Yeah, I understand.
They haven't fired me yet.
Yeah, well, I think
maybe
it's
after
great.
the show.
Yeah. I'm trying to start a scandal, in your life where I can just make it really...
Stir in the pot.
Stir the pot.
Stir the pot.
That's right. And, I know that you do the comedy thing too. You interview comedians.
Comedians.
You interview communists. You interview comedians.
I interview comedians.
And who are some of your...
The ha-ha people.
Them ha-has.
From the laughing place.
Like the...
oh, that's wrong.
Like the woohoo people, like that. We're talking about the people that go into downtown Nashville with their, what do you call it? Bridesmaids parties and stuff.
The woo girls.
Yeah, the woo girls. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a certain type of person I don't think I would get along with.
Certain type
I could tolerate. I could be nice to. Wouldn't be friends with.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you, what are some of your favorite comedians? Like, just not necessarily local, just like, I know you love comedy too, like me.
Yeah. Emo Phillips.
Oh, he's funny.
I've seen him twice, once in Nashville at Zany's and once at Stand Up Live here in Huntsville. Robin Williams. Duh.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Maria Bamford.
Oh, she's so good.
She was at Stand Up Live. And I heard that she only gets the opener comedians. They're only female. She will only have female ones.
Well, that's cool.
So I think that's really cool. Trying to think. I like Jonathan Winters a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks to Robin Williams' show, Mork and Mindy. Got to know about him that way. Lucille Ball. There's a lot.
There's a lot. I know. It's like
let's just make it Who Does Katie Love show, yeah.
Yeah. But that's cool,
lot.
though, what you said about Maria Bamford. Well, that's kind of, honestly, I started this podcast and I have so many dude friends, and then I was like, I'm doing all
Who
old
do
white.
I know who's female?
Well, I realized I'm like doing all old white dudes, that sounded bad. But anyway,
no, you're doing.
I am interviewing old, and I was like, no, so I've had more female people on because of people, like it sounds like it's female people.
You know what I'm trying to say. Female people.
Oh, where do they belong?
This is now a parody song show.
Yeah. Well, you like Emo Phillips, I bet. You
love
like
Emo
Weird Al.
Phillips. I love Weird Al.
Yeah. I love him on UHF where he cuts his
Mr.
thumb.
Butterfingers.
That's classic. Like, I will never forget that scene.
Or the Wheel of Fish.
Wheel of Fish.
Yes. Or the Twinkie Wiener Sandwich. Or
That's a good one.
So many references.
Yeah.
Fran Drescher, the queen of SAG-AFTRA, is in it. Yeah. Yep.
I was obsessed with him when I was younger. I had all his cassettes.
Was it UHF that you found him through?
No, I was I had his early, like when he was doing Dare to
the E
Be
equals
Stupid.
MC squared, I guess.
And I forget
what was it?
It was
you're talking about Weird Al. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about Emo Phillips.
I'm actually talking about the theory of relativity. E equals.
You got me again.
Yeah.
All right.
Got him.
I got him.
But yeah, that's
fried my voice.
Yeah, that'll
Weird
do it.
Al.
Weird Al is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the movie? Roku?
UHF. Oh, the recent one. I thought that was great. That was like the only way you could do it. Really.
The pool
was so
scene.
Smart. Yeah.
Where it's just all these weird, obscure people who I love to death, like Pee Wee Herman and Divine and Andy Warhol, and
I love that it was just absurd. Just like he's dating Madonna and all this stuff.
And he's yeah.
I love that. It was just I can't think of really any artist that has ever done that done it that way. There maybe is, but
like for a biopic.
Yeah, for a biopic and kind of like
making fun of themselves.
Yeah, it's like a meta thing. Yeah, self-aware.
But there was actually a movie. Actually, there's actually a movie he had based on his life. Was that in the 80s and the 90s? I can't remember the name of it, but I've watched it.
I believe it was called Indiana Jones.
It was not Indiana Jones. Like there's there's a movie that was like that preceded that, but not quite as cinematic, I guess.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's called The Notebook.
Oh, come on. If you're a Twinkie Wiener sandwich, I'm a Twinkie Wiener sandwich.
I don't remember, but you're saying it was actually a biography about him?
Oh, the Complete Al or something like that. And Eat is spelled EAT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's from the 80s or 90s, and it's a total farce of his life, like from birth to present day. Then it's so good.
I'll check it out.
I'm a bigger fan of Weird Al than you, Tony.
How dare you.
I came on your podcast to show you up on Weird Al trivia.
Well, I've got him on speed dial.
One day. Let me see that.
I wish I did.
It's on your docket. You're
he
like,
seems like such a nice guy, like genuine nice guy, and I
with
like
great
that.
hair.
You know, he does have
through the years.
Very, very enthusiastic hair.
Do you remember the Coolio hair?
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
It's like Chris Farley in the SNL sketch. I was like, do you remember
the Beatles? Yeah,
Paul McCartney.
That was a good one.
do you remember
that time you were in the Beatles?
Yeah. What's your favorite SNL sketch? Or do you have one?
Probably one of my favorite ones. This is close to the top, I know, easily. Is Chris Farley. I love Chris
Matt
Farley.
Foley?
No, not Matt Foley.
Ooh, okay.
This is more of a deeper cut.
Okay.
Chris Farley.
I respect it.
But it's the one where he's eating in a restaurant, and it's like a sort of a faux Folgers Crystals commercial. Have you seen that one?
Yes, I have actually, because he keeps like trying to, and then
he's drinking the coffee, and he's like, "Sir, we've replaced your coffee with."
Is it Mike
Folgers
Myers in that
Crystals."
one?
Yeah, I think at the beginning.
Okay.
It's like he's acting like it's some weird German show or something, I think. He's like, "Sir, we've switched your coffee with Folgers Crystals." Yeah. And he just makes this intense face like
his mind just got blown.
You lied to me. And then he just flips out and has a nervous breakdown and starts attacking everyone. It's just amazing. The dude was so funny. It's really
crazy, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Farley is definitely one of my favorite, like, comedic actors, for sure.
Him and Adam Sandler were like the perfect comedic marriage, I think. They played off each other perfectly.
I like him with definitely David Spade.
Yeah,
all the stuff they did together was good.
Yes,
Good. And,
So let's make it about me, Tony.
yeah. Well, that's
because this is all about me.
Yeah, it is. It really is, and that's who I want to highlight.
I'm just joking.
Highlight.
We can talk about whatever you want. This is really fun, actually.
Yeah, I kind of this show. I just let it be what it is.
Yeah,
I have a format
that.
somewhat, but
it's loose.
It's loose as a goose. Everybody's got their own personality, so I just try to let that come out, and then just let it happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it.
Into oncoming traffic with me.
Just take it into oncoming traffic. That's the way I work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you have any hobbies that are not art related?
Not art related?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
I was going to say, yeah, because I was crafting that question. I was like, I don't think I do.
Yeah.
I was trying to maybe.
I like to sing.
Maybe.
I like to play ukulele.
Okay.
I like to draw. I'm not good at it.
Okay.
I like to paint. I don't know.
That's cool.
I'm just not. What is it? Which one is? Yeah, left brain. I'm not left brain.
Left, right. Yeah. I always get them backwards because that's like too many numbers. I'm like, that's math. It hurts my head. I'm
interested in various facets of history, but not enough to be an expert to talk about.
I'm into that. Yeah. I love history. And
if you take as you were talking about before, the history of certain facets of music, then we fuse the two together and we have something going, and it's great.
Together and it's like gravy. It's just sop
various
it up
documentaries.
With your
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man, I wish I had a better answer for that. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was like, when I thought of that, I was thinking of myself. Like, I would. Yeah,
what are you into?
Well,
that's not.
I would say maybe like soccer and baseball. It's not something I do actively.
To watch or to play?
Well, to play.
Okay.
Like when I was a kid, I played soccer. We actually won the state tournament.
Congratulations. I got a participation trophy in soccer when I was 4, so thank you.
That's cool.
Put that on the history books.
So jot that down. Yeah. So those are cool. Like I like certain sports when I was younger, but of course I'm decrepit now, and my knees like make
colonoscopy
noises. Yeah, my knees are like when I'm walking.
I heard
upstairs.
When you were walking through the room earlier.
You thought the building was coming down because
scared to death.
Yeah, I understand. I'm like, everyone
Let's
thinks
just be self-deprecating.
Everyone thinks when I walk into a room that the house is haunted because they hear creaking, and that's just my joints.
There was so one of the comedians is your friend and mine, Jason Sims. We did Comedy Test Kitchen, and he had the best bit about his big haunted house. Were you there for that, or were you there for?
So.
You were there for the roast of 2022.
Yeah. I was
Shenanigans.
there for that. It was great.
Yeah, 2023 is going to be even greater. Comedy Test Kitchen. It was him and me on the stage, and I was playing the role of the scammer, and he was playing the role of himself, messing with the scammer.
Okay.
And trying to be kind of show-offy and say my big haunted house, and just I don't know, the phrasing was perfect. It was so funny.
Nice. Yeah. I love Jason. I've known him forever, and he was the very first guest on the podcast.
And little known fact, I was there.
You were there. That's right.
I was peering through the window.
and Auntie M.
Yep.
You were there.
What were the uncles' names in that movie? I never paid attention.
Yeah.
Scarecrow, Lion, Tin Man, doesn't matter.
That guy.
What's his name? Jeb. I want to say Jeb.
I want to say Jeb.
With a B, not a D.
That's right.
It's very important.
That's right. But I knew you were kind of I'm kind of inventing new words for the the public radio thing.
As one does.
But I kind of how do you feel about embezzlement and things like that?
The word embezzlement? there.
I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to ruin your career here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Think more specific.
I was just, you were talking about you were a scammer in that skit.
Yep.
And I my ADHD, I put it in that little compartment in my brain. But
the
then,
Legos went
brought
together.
it up 30 minutes later and whoa, there's
The
no context.
enigmatic Legos went together.
Enigmatic Legos. They're on tour with Slayer. No, I think Slayer
One night only.
One night only.
Yeah. Alice Cooper's in the back watching. He's not performing. But he's done up.
He's done up. He's another guy I heard was a super legit nice guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I've heard many a supermarket story.
The last time I was watching Supermarket Sweep,
I watched that. I love that show. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't remember the host's name, but he looked kind of like Pat Sajak, I think.
I think so. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
I love Supermarket Sweep. I love all those older game shows.
Okay.
I loved watching Game Show Network with my mom, especially Match Game. It was always really, really funny.
Fun fact: I did some contract work for Authentic Productions.
What's that?
They're the maker of Honey Boo Boo and some other reality shows. But this was I
will say I don't do reality shows.
This was a reality show for it was called It Takes a Church, and it was setting up people in church. But I shot some camera footage.
That's interesting.
For it. Yeah. It was just a random gig.
No, I wish you worked on that show where they followed those Amish kids who seceded from their community to go into the real world.
Yeah.
That was actually interesting because it was more like a documentary sort of thing. Like akin to MTV's Real Life or something.
Yeah.
Or is it True Life or Real Life? I think it's True Life.
The Real World.
No, they would follow people around.
I'm from the 80s, man.
It was about the same time.
Okay.
True Life. It would just sort of highlight weird, interesting people, or people in weird, interesting situations. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. It's
we can move on. It's okay.
They all kind of blurred together for a while there.
MTV blurred together for me from 2005 or 6 until 8, and then I stopped watching. Yeah. Because Jersey Shore took over. I was like, we're done.
Pretty much a reality show thing. Yeah. And that's the thing about most of those reality shows is they're scripted in a lot of ways, and it's not really even a documentary.
Yeah, I can see how some people can take pleasure in watching them. I just, and I don't believe in the guilty pleasure sort of concept. Like what you like. Don't be.
That's true. Yeah,
don't be weird about it. Yeah. But yeah, it's just not for me. Like Real Housewives and Below Deck. I know these names because my grandmother and my mom were big fans.
Oh, okay.
And I would just listen to them talk about it over meals and stuff, and I'm over here
that's great.
So how about Modern Lovers?
Yep.
No.
Well, I get that. Yeah. I know. I saw the Kardashian mom on a commercial earlier today, and I just scowled.
You don't like Skims? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, that's beside the point.
I know nothing about it. I know it's a shapewear line that Kim did, I think.
Something like that.
I'm just not going to keep talking because I sound like an idiot right now.
Southern Renaissance brought to you by Skims.
That would... That could be life-changing, Tony.
I just trashed her mom, so I don't think she'll go with that anymore.
Well, I mean... It's show business, so I don't think she cares.
That's true. That's a good point, yeah.
She's probably making money off of us talking about it right now, somehow in the universe.
Some algorithms, connecting it together, and she's
Shmim Shmardashian.
What's happening right now?
Just to, throw the algorithm off.
Oh, okay. Tricky.
I don't know if that would work. I'm just throwing it out there.
It would, yeah. Oh, man, this has been going down a wormhole.
I know it's probably really long right now.
It's been good. Well,
yeah.
I just wanted to ask you, I know the other day you've interviewed some pretty important folks, and the other day you interviewed the actual pilot of the Wienermobile.
I did. Two of them.
There's two of them.
Yeah, they switch.
Does one operate its legs? Wait, the Wienermobile doesn't have legs.
It's one wiener, so you don't need two operators at once, they switch.
Is it like a bobsled on the inside where they just
It's like a bus.
lay down?
It's like a little bus.
Okay.
It's cool. They
Or
have
they just
a
swap?
blue sky with clouds on the roof.
Whoa.
And they have a black sort of rubber walkway with like a ketchup streak. It's
No
really
way.
cute. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
Nice.
That was so fun.
I love it. It's just
Yeah.
so. I mean,
only the important people.
yeah,
For
I mean
WLRH.
that's the.
They were really
important-
cool though.
Yeah.
I was really elated to have them come.
Oh yeah. No, they definitely seem
Yeah.
like cool people. I just
It was Chili Cheese MC and Hammy Sam, and they got to choose their names themselves. It was cool.
awesome.
I don't know what mine would be. Do you know what yours would be?
Terrible Tony. I don't know. I don't know what it would be.
It has to be wiener related, I think. Like hot
Tony-
dog related.
Okay. Oh gosh, I'm gonna really have to put some thought into that one.
She came up with Ketchup Katy.
Ketchup Katy. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I see. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't think about it a whole lot.
Tiramisu Tony.
Tiramisu Tony. This sounds.
You have many layers.
Yeah.
And they're all dusty.
That's true.
That was mean.
Dusty and creaky.
I didn't mean it.
Dusty and rusty. You got a lot of nerve to come on my program in your
I
place
love
of
you,
work.
Tony Purdue.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Well, I just we're talking about the Wienermobile in jest, and I want to say a little serious now. Has the Wienermobile ever been used for military operations?
I don't know. Ask them. I have no clue. I should have asked that question though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
ask the good. I mean, that's really what everybody.
This
wants
is
to know.
this is why you're going to replace me. When they come around the next time,
No,
you're going to be
yeah.
like, I know exactly what I'm going to
this
ask them.
hard hitting news.
It's the first
style.
question. Come right out the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's me. Well, you're a professional interviewer. How do you
Somewhat.
how do you think this is going?
I think it's gone great.
I want to make it as meta as possible.
We're just going to go
Self-awareness. Layers.
like the inverse of a is it babushka doll?
Excuse
No,
me?
not babushka.
Those Russian doll things.
Russian doll, yeah. I can't think of the name of it. Like they're nesting dolls.
Nesting dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't remember like the fun name for it.
Okay. Yeah, I know them
Yeah.
as Russian dolls or nesting dolls, but I don't know the fancy word. I'll have to look that
Neither
up.
of us do.
Neither of us do.
We're not near our Google machines.
It's
so-
always.
I mean, there's one right behind me, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you
gonna.
can't touch it. You actually, yeah.
I'm glued to the seat.
You're
Thanks,
glued.
Tony.
Yeah, no problem. That Gorilla
Yeah.
Glue works every time.
I'll see you later.
See you later.
Sue you later.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
wow.
that was an interesting interview.
Yeah.
It was.
Now it's serious and silent.
So
How do you feel about yourself?
I feel good. I feel real good.
I feel good too.
Well, we've had Katy Ganaway on the show today. Thank you for joining us on Southern Renaissance.
No, thank you. I really appreciate being on your program.
Dude, we're nailing it.
Hell yes!
I feel like hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you may have a career in public radio. Yeah.
Damn. Almost. I got a little ways to go.
Yeah. No, you're awesome, and
You are.
You do all things considered too.
Yep.
Some, and then you do
Not some. That's like my main
okay.
bread and butter.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Arts
yeah.
Underground is the fun thing. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, and
no,
then
so I'll tell you the schedule. Monday through Thursday, all things considered, from about 3 to 6, and Friday mornings it's that turnaround from leaving work at 7 and coming into work at 4:30 on Fridays. Morning edition. Yeah,
Okay.
about. 5:49 is the first break. 9 o'clock is when I get off.
Cool.
Yeah. Then Arts Underground, but that's pre-recorded.
Okay.
2 o'clock
gotcha.
Saturdays.
Gotcha. But the other ones are live. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Totally live.
That's awesome.
Except for the newscast. Sometimes the newscasts are live if I forget to do them.
If I forget to do them, they're always live. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Well, excellent. Well, so is there anything else about the shows that you can think of you'd like to mention? You said the times, and what do you do on the the morning edition and
All things considered.
All things considered.
It's not that interesting. I mean,
come on now.
Well, I have breaks in between where I forward promote what's coming up on NPR.
Okay.
I do local newscasts, so I go around to different websites. Like, I try to avoid the TV station websites as much as possible, but they are helpful. I subscribe to a lot of newsletters and people who send out news releases, and I don't know. I scour for about an hour or two. And
scour for an hour?
Not really 2 hours. I'd say like 30 minutes or so.
Just say scour for an hour. It rhymes.
Scour for an hour.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I do. That's what I do best, Tony Purdue.
Cool.
I scour for an hour. That's what I do. No, that's what I do best, Tony Purdue. I was trying to do 2 rhymes or 4 rhymes back to back.
Life is but a dream within a dream. That doesn't rhyme, but...
Who are you, Morrissey?
Uh-huh.
Rhyming one word with another, the same word.
I like to think I'm like country Morrissey, but like without the other bad aspects.
I have a Morrissey story.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Yeah.
So I went to go see him in Nashville at the Fisher Center, Belmont University. Beautiful theater. About 30 minutes late. There was a large screen playing music videos, just random music videos. Just to be clear,
Morrissey was 30 minutes late, right?
Yes.
Okay, just to be clear.
I was on time.
I knew it. Okay, I knew you were on time.
I was early, and I'm never early.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I played music videos for a little bit, and then he, came on with his band, performed a good number of songs, and then about an hour in, there was a song that required fog machines, and it just filled up the theater slowly, and it was a little scary because they were using like red lighting down there. Okay. So, just kind of marrying those two things together is like, a fan rushed the stage, tried to hug him, and they got tackled, put back down on the ground. They finished out the song, and when they were done, they all kind of walked off. And I'd never been to a Morrissey show, so I didn't know what was going on when people started to leave. There was no announcement, no evacuation of the audience. Okay. This fog was still just hanging in the air. It was kind of weird. But then it started to slowly dissipate and got to the point where they, people were chanting, like, come back. And they came back on stage with their band, and they did one song and they started another one, this is to the best of my recollection. I have a terrible memory. They started the other one, another fan rushed the stage, and that was it. Like, put the guitar down, left it droning on, and everybody walked off. And then everybody's like, guess we're done now. Like,
well, gee willikers.
Yeah. That was like the most surreal concert experience I've ever had. Where
I would imagine so.
I'm just like, why are you walking? Oh, okay.
At least you actually got to hear some songs, and it wasn't like
some of my favorite songs too.
Stick his finger in his mouth and then hold it. The wet the wind's blowing 3 degrees north. I better cancel. I'm done with the show. It's too cold in here.
His hair went a little flat.
Yeah,
we're done.
Yeah, his hair went like 1 millimeter flat. He's like, no, I can't work under these conditions.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
That's my story.
I like it. That's
so
a good
great.
Story.
I sound like Eeyore right now.
Eeyore?
Low energy. Just like, oh,
Oh, bother. Yeah, so...
I just need the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Just walk around like that and...
Sorry to be a bother.
I don't know. Well, shucks. I sure have enjoyed this.
Yeah,
it's been cool to have you on here.
Thanks.
And thanks for letting me come hang out in the studio here. I mean...
We really stunk it up.
Yeah. No, I think that you finally brought a real professional in here.
Finally.
to show how real broadcast. No,
Let me mansplain broadcasting to the broadcaster.
yeah. Let me tell you how broadcasting.
Yeah. Listen, sweetie.
Listen, toots. This is how real broadcast.
This is 1983. I'm going to tell you how it is.
Yeah. I just feel like I would be wearing a Hawaiian shirt and be like, listen here.
A Hawaiian shirt
Yeah,
with a cigar in your mouth, too.
With a cigar in my mouth.
But you'd have to have less hair.
Less hair.
Yeah, and a
maybe.
pot belly, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. You don't have any of that.
No, not
Who
really.
are you?
I'm Tony. That's about it.
You're
But
not that version of Tony.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
You're this version of Tony.
this version of whatever this is.
I like this version of Tony.
Aw,
It's
thank
cool.
you. Thank you.
And
it.
I appreciate you letting me come on today.
I really have enjoyed it.
I probably put my foot in my mouth 5,000 times, but that's
well,
okay.
that's the point of the show.
Yeah. Tastes good. That
All right.
was
Well,
not
on
weird.
on that note, I sure appreciate it. And
Yep.
this has been Southern Renaissance. And we had Katy Ganaway
That's me.
on the show today. So I was like, hold it for dramatic effect. It's the
I
notes
think I
you
got
don't
it.
play. So anyway, y'all have a good one, and we sure appreciate it. Love y'all. See you next time.